Welcome to the Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
What are we doing today?
Today we're going to be talking about our monthly budget goals.
All right, let's get to it.
All right, so we're reviewing the month of August, and we'll talk about if we're making any changes for September.
All right.
All right, we always start off with our no spend days. We had said that we hope to hit 17 no spend days, with little hope that we would actually get it, because August is both of our birthdays, our wedding anniversary, our son's birthday. So
yeah. And we took a trip to California.
We took a trip to California. So did we actually hit it?
Actually, we did. We had actually 17 days.
Right on the dot.
So we were pretty excited about that, because we haven't hit one in a while. So
yeah, exactly. If you followed us, you've heard us say more like 3 months in a row. Nope.
Yeah.
Do it.
So we'll up that to 18 days for September.
Yeah, 18 for September.
We'll see what we can do there. All right, our sinking funds. It's going to be short and sweet. We added nothing to our sinking funds this month. Number one, because we took a trip. Number two, I didn't hit a bonus at work, and so we didn't hit any to our sinking funds. So, but that's okay. That's okay. We did some things we wanted to do.
That's right. Sometimes it's okay to take a little money and make some memories.
That's right.
That's right.
All right, so let's go with our grocery total.
All right, so before we tell you how much we actually spent this month, we want to remind you that in the month of August, we did do a 1 month grocery challenge where we wanted to buy our groceries at the beginning of the month and only go back for fresh produce every week. And our hope was that we would stay below $300. But we were going to be okay if we stayed below 357. But our ultimate goal was the hope that we would stay under $300.
Right.
So we're going to show you some clips of if you want to see the original haul, we'll link that in the description and the eye in the sky. But if you want to see what about after that big haul to the end of the month, every time you say you went for a fresh produce, what did you actually spend? We're going to insert that right here. Okay, guys, this is week 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's show them what we got.
Got some broccoli.
Broccoli,
Bell
pepper, garlic, mushrooms. And that's all we're buying today, right? Yes. This is not week 3 of our grocery, because we were in California last weekend.
Yep.
But this is the next week. So what did we get?
We got a bell pepper.
We got 1 long bell pepper, and then 1 12
pack of Pepsis.
Now, we know that Pepsi is not a need. However, it is our son's birthday month, and so we thought, let's just get him a case of Pepsis. Just to be nice. I don't think that's going to push us over our $300 goal, but if it does, that's okay. It's a birthday month.
That's right.
Okay, guys, so we got those 2 things at Walmart, and unfortunately they didn't have any French bread for our son to make French bread pizzas. So we're going to go in here to Sam's Club, and we're going to get that when we're done. That'll put around, we spent about $11 or $12, and it will leave us about $10 or $11 for the rest of the month, which we only have 1 more week to go. Okay, so we got our French bread. It was $3.98, and that leaves us with $10.67 to finish off this 1 month challenge. What do y'all think? Can we do it?
Okay, we can do it.
Okay, so this is another haul. We may have to come back, so this may not be our last haul. And the only reason is because the French bread pizza that we buy our son every week so that he can make French bread pizzas, they didn't have them out yet. So that'll be another $1.47 if we come back for that. But what we have here is 1 can of black beans, and you make, basically I did plan the right amount, but when we were making one of the recipes, we decided to double up on it, which shorted me 1 can of black beans. So I needed it for another recipe. So we grabbed one of those, some celery, a bell pepper, right there, and one thing of potatoes. We're expecting that to bring us in under $10.67. And of course, we still have to come back for the French bread. And as long as we only buy the French bread, we'll still be under our $300 goal. But if we end up having to go to Sam's Club and getting him one of the double packs, that will put us over the $300 goal by, maybe $1 or something like that. Not mad at it either way. And this is our total so far. We have $10.67 left. All right, so we did mention at the very last clip that we didn't find French bread for our son, so we might have to go back and get more like some French bread when we found it, and that we would make sure to add that to the list. And basically, we never found it.
Yep.
Our son went back like maybe two times by himself just to see if he could find it. He didn't.
No.
So instead, he had some stuff from making quesadillas. So he was making quesadillas, things like that. So basically, just for the sheer reason of that we could not find the French bread, we never bought any.
Right.
So for that reason, our total that we have spent,
$296.51.
that's right.
So we did come in under 300 for the month. That's out of a budget of $600 for 3 adults, and
Yep.
we hit our goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not mad at that.
No.
That
would
would
we
be
be?
ridiculous. But let's talk about what we thought were pros and cons to actually doing this. All right. What is the cons you think of doing a 1 month haul?
Well, you got to make sure you got your list set, because you don't want to keep going back and going back and going back. So, I forgot this, because every time you walk in the store, you have the temptation to buy something else.
That's right.
So I think making sure if you don't have your list set and your meal planning set, then you're probably gonna. I don't know if that's a con, but
It's a thing, though.
That's the thing.
And it took some time for me to completely finish the list that first, before we went for that big haul, to make sure that we weren't duplicating anything or forgetting anything. It took me a little time to actually get that whole list together. And I will say, like, toward the end of the month, but this is where, like, you're really pushing yourself, right? Toward the end of the month, we started seeing, not that we planned well with our dinners, especially our meat purchases. We had those planned really well and had some left at the end of the month. But what we were starting to run out of was his snack foods, his peanut butter crackers, our son's like chips and whatever that aren't necessary. And we didn't go and buy more because they were running out, but we did find a lot of that stuff was running out, and maybe like lunch foods and breakfast foods. We were down to, I think one day for lunch we had eggs and bacon, because that was like all I had. And I maybe didn't have as much fresh produce in my diet as I would like to. We bought plenty of frozen and stuff, so we had vegetables to eat. We never ran out of vegetables, but they were all frozen, and I do like to have a little more fresh variety in there. So just trying to stay, down with the actual expense kept me from buying more fresh produce than I normally would buy. So that was the cons. Now, here are the pros. I spent that first weekend, we had our meal plan down and our list, and we spent a lot of time on that Saturday or whenever it was buying the groceries. But then after that, every weekend after that, I did not have to meal plan again.
That's right.
I didn't have to meal plan, and other than just running in there and buying the fresh produce that I needed to make any of the recipes, I didn't have to do anything else the
That's right.
So it was really nice on those other 4 weeks not to have to think about a big meal plan
Yep.
and what we were going to have for dinners and stuff like that. I was just able to go,
Yeah. We were given the gift of time.
yeah.
And if you know where that quote's from, drop it in the comments below.
That's right. So yeah, and for that reason, I actually think that we may do 1 month hauls more often.
Yep.
Because it really did give me a lot of time on the other weekends. I was able to do other stuff besides working on grocery hauls and meal plans. So I really liked it. And so if you find that interesting to see how that all works, we will be sharing the whole meal prep process. In fact, by the time you see this video, on the Monday before, we'll be showing a 1 month meal prep again, and this time we'll be showing how the whole more of the meal plan as opposed to looking at the freezer, pantry, and refrigerator inventory. So be sure to go back to that one. We'll link that one down in the description as well so that you can see what we have planned to buy. And then next Monday, you'll see what we actually bought on 1 month meal plan. But I will tell you that we are not putting any financial stipulation on it this time, other than we don't want to spend $600.
Yep.
But we're not saying, oh, we're trying to stay under $300. And the reason why is just because I do want that to feel a little more flexibility with the fresh produce and stuff. So now we're going to move on, and we're going to talk just a second about the channel. We don't talk about how many subscribers we have a lot on here, but we did this month go into a new number that was like, we moved into the 1,700 subscriber range. So we wanted to say thank you and welcome to our new subscribers.
Absolutely.
We appreciate having you here. If you have not said hello to us yet, please do, so that we can get to know you better, okay?
That's right.
All right. And also, Joel has a travel channel. It's called Adventures on the Long Run, and he is doing well. So if you didn't know that we have a second channel and you like travel content, be sure to check that out. We'll also have that one linked so that you can go see what we do as far as travel goes. We do talk a lot about budget and finance on this channel, and because we do you know, like frugal budgeting stuff, that makes it possible for us to have the fun as well that we have on the other channel.
That's right.
So be sure to check it out if you're into that. Okay.
All right. So drop us comments below and let us know how your budget goals are going. If you haven't set any up, there's still time throughout the year to set up goals. You can always do those monthly or weekly or however you want to do those.
You don't have to wait till January.
That's correct.
Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, you don't have to wait till January. So you can set those up at any time and start budgeting and setting those goals for yourself.
Yeah.
But if you'd like to see some more of our escapades, we're going to put a video right here that you can click. As soon as we say the thing we always say, that's going to do it today. For the Long Run with Joel and Chrissy, I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
Don't forget the long run. Give yourself a little grace.
Bye.